Chapter 7, Section 5, a percent. We're talking about all percents here. And a percent is a ratio of a number to 100. So a number compare out of 100. A lot of times percents are written could be written as a fraction. So if we had 50 out of 100, if you want to write it a different way, 50 colon 100, or our other way, 50 to 100. That's one of the ways, or three of the ways to write percents. The way that you'll probably most often see is 50%. So that symbol there means, this symbol here means out of 100, or the to 100, or the colon 100. So we have a little shortcut there for writing that. So when we think about percents and we're thinking about modeling those, we can use what we call a 10 by 10 grid. So in a 10 by 10 grid, there are 100 little squares. So if we think about this 8%, so it's 8 out of 100. So if we were going to do that, we would shade in 8 squares. It doesn't matter what 8 squares you shade in, it is nice if you shade them all kind of next to each other. If you kind of go randomly, it makes it harder to count, especially when you get to bigger numbers. So each row would be 10, but in this case we only shaded 8 because we have 8%. So we could say 8% is shaded. Writing a percent as a fraction is pretty easy to do. First step, you're always going to take the number, so that 40% is equal to, you take that 40, put it on the top of the fraction, and 100 on the bottom. We always like to do this step 2 here, which is reducing our fraction to simplest form. And when you do that, 2 ways to do it. One, you could use your calculator using that ABC button. So you'd hit 40, your ABC button, and then 100, and hit the equals key, and you would get your simplest form there. It would just spit it out for you. If you don't have your calculator by you, you would take your fraction and reduce it the old-fashioned way. What fits into 40 and 100? Well, I know 10 does. If I divide both of those by 10, I get 4 over 10. I also know that 2 now fits into 4 and 10, so I get 2 over 5. So that is my completely reduced fraction. So that's the longer way of doing it. If you have your calculator, plug the numbers in. It will spit out an answer of 2 over 5. So that would be your final answer. Not every percent can be reduced down. For example, if you had 99%, that would equal 99 over 100. And if you plug that into your calculator, you're going to get 99 over 100. So always reduce them to simplest form or lowest terms. When we have percents, we can also turn them into decimals. There are 2 ways to do it. I prefer the second way, but I'll show you the first way. First way, write the percent as a fraction with 100 as the denominator. So we take our 24%, that equals 24 over 100. We always know that to make a fraction a decimal, because a fraction is a division problem, we can now do 24 divided by 100. And you would get 0.24. So there's my decimal. So that's the first way. I am totally fine with that. I like the second way better. It's just a little shortcut, doesn't involve the calculator at all. So if we take our same example of 24%, first step is remove the percent sign, so 24. And in any number that doesn't have a decimal shown, it's always at the end of the number. It says move the decimal 2 places to the left, so 1 place, 2 place. We end up with 0.24 because my decimal has moved 2 places. So that involves no calculator. If we want to do this, we get a couple examples. 15%, so we take off the percent sign, so we end up with 15. Now we move the decimal, it's here 2 places, and we get 0.15. I like to put a 0 in front so it's very obvious where the decimal is. We can do the same thing with 7%. 7%. So it gets a little trickier because there's only one digit here. Take off the percent sign, move your decimal 2 places, 1 place, 2 places. Now we have point, and we've got a blank here, 7. In that blank, you always put a 0. So 0.07 because I have this blank space to the left of the 7. Keep that in mind when you have single-digit numbers. You're always moving it 2 places. So always count 2 places. If that was too confusing for you, feel free to use the first method, which is just take the number divided by 100 on your calculator, and that will always give you the decimal. So 2 things that I want you to be able to do for sure today is writing a percent as a fraction and making sure you lowest terms or simplify is the other word we've used for that. The second thing is writing as a percent as a decimal. So make sure for your assignment here you are doing the correct numbers here. You'll be doing all of those for your assignment. Have fun.